Last fall, some staff members at Grand Island Senior High School were investigating a bag someone left behind when they got sick.
There was residue on the paraphernalia. That residue triggered a medical situation for 2 or 3 of our adults in the school, and that was pretty alarming.
That led Superintendent Brian Graham to organize a press conference with other school leaders and drug prevention and treatment organizations where they talked about their concerns.
We all came together with the same message, trying to educate our community of what dangers are happening in our communities when it relates to a black market vendor trying to sell cannabis to kids.
They followed up with a community forum where people had the option to join online. The district got an anonymous tip that night that led to the Erie County Sheriff's Office seizing cannabis from illegal dispensaries.
The reality is the black market vendors are really trying to create a marketplace of addicted children, and they're succeeding. And that's scary for parents.
Superintendent Graham says for many students, drug use starts with vaping.
When vaping started, it was to help combat nicotine addiction, right? Or cigarette addiction, I should say, right? Now you get vapes that are laced with THC.
He believes that more than likely half of the district's high schoolers have experimented with or currently use vapes.
So it is an epidemic. It is serious. It exactly has replaced cigarettes, and it may be even more of an issue than it was with teenagers experimenting with cigarettes.
And that's where Jessica Hutchings, a social worker and the district's Family Support Services program coordinator, comes in. She's also a former face-to-face interventionist at Kids Escaping Drugs.
I think having that background and having interacted with families so much at Kids Escaping Drugs and running that early intervention program, I have an ability to make families feel comfortable talking about a topic that very oftentimes families are not comfortable talking about.
She says that opens the door for families to get the help they need.
The earlier we intervene with anyone who's using substances, the better. I think the more we reduce the stigma around substance use and addiction, the better. So having the resources that Kids Escaping Drugs has, like the early intervention program, and now their Back to Basics program, it's just instrumental to families, because we can start educating kids about being resilient and standing up against the temptations to use drugs and alcohol without ever even mentioning the words drugs or alcohol to them.
Hutchings says she hopes we can reach a point where the stigma goes away so more people feel comfortable talking about it.
The worst thing a parent could ever do is think it couldn't happen to their child. And I think also parents need to not let the stigma paralyze them. Too often, the stigma prevents people from reaching out for the help that is available, and that's devastating.
On your side in Grand Island, Kelly Dudzik, Channel 2 News.